Let's be honest, AI is completely revolutionizing marketing as we know it. I mean, it's a total game changer, right? We're talking hyper-personalized campaigns spun up in seconds, predicting what customers want before they even know. The potential is just massive. And marketers everywhere are jumping in head first. But, and this is a big but, as we grab onto all this incredible power, we've got to talk about the new risks that are tagging along for the ride.
Okay, so before we really get into the weeds, just a quick note about what we're doing here. This is an overview of the security impact of AI on the typical marketing department by Virtualization Options LLC to provide a starting point for a training conversation. Of course, since no department is really typical, they work with organizations to develop custom, organization-specific training to address specific needs, risk exposure, and productivity goals. All right, let's get into it.
So here's the big question we all need to start asking ourselves. As we're bringing all these powerful new AI tools into our workflow, are we accidentally leaving the back door wide open to a whole new class of threats? Is your AI really the superpower you think it is, or is it quietly becoming your single biggest vulnerability?
And look, this isn't just some hypothetical late-night worry. A major study from the CMO Council in KPMG found that a staggering 84% of chief marketing officers, the leaders of our industry, see AI as a significant data security risk. So yeah, the people at the top, they're already concerned.
So where are these risks actually coming from? Well, they tend to fall into three main buckets that every single marketer needs to get familiar with: threats to your data, threats to your AI models themselves, and maybe most importantly, threats to your brand.
Let's kick things off with a really sneaky one called data poisoning. Just imagine someone maliciously feeding your AI tiny bits of corrupted information over time. It's so subtle you'd never notice, but pretty soon your recommendation engine starts pushing a competitor's products, or your campaign analytics are completely skewed and you have no idea why until it's way too late.
And this stuff is happening out there in the real world, to some of the biggest players. You've got technical failures, like with Microsoft, where a simple cloud misconfiguration exposed 38 terabytes of private data. And then you have human error, like at Samsung, where employees leaked company secrets just by pasting code into ChatGPT. See? Two totally different paths that lead to the same disastrous result.
Now this right here, this is what should really get a marketer's attention. After a data breach, 68% of consumers, that's more than 2 out of every 3 people, will actively pull away from your brand. A security problem isn't just an IT headache, it's a direct blow to customer trust, the very thing we work so hard to build. And if losing customer trust isn't scary enough, just look at the financial penalties. Under rules like GDPR, a serious data breach can cost you up to 4% of your company's entire annual global revenue. I mean, the financial stakes just couldn't be any higher.
All right, let's talk about another AI-specific threat: prompt injection. The easiest way to think about this is like hiding a secret command inside a totally normal-looking question. Attackers did exactly this to Slack's AI, tricking it into bypassing all its safety protocols to pull and share data from private channels it should never have been able to access.
But you know, not every risk comes from a hacker in a dark room. There's a much quieter, but just as serious danger, what I call algorithmic mediocrity. It's what happens when we get lazy and rely too much on AI to create our content. Our brand voice gets watered down, our messaging becomes bland and generic, and we lose that special human touch that actually connects with people.
And this is the anatomy of an AI-driven disaster. It's a total cascade effect. It might start with one bad piece of AI-generated messaging, but it quickly spirals into a full-blown PR crisis. Suddenly, you're dealing with boycott campaigns online, your retail partners are demanding answers, and your brand's reputation is in free fall. Okay, so the risks are real and they're pretty scary. But here's the good news: we can absolutely manage them. This isn't about slamming the brakes on innovation. It's about being smart and building a secure framework that gives you proactive control over these tools. A really strong defense has layers. You have to start with the basics, your foundational controls like encryption and access management. Then you add a layer of AI-specific security, like adversarial testing, basically trying to hack your own models to find weaknesses. You follow that with continuous monitoring to spot anything weird. And the final, most important layer, always have human oversight. But here's the thing, even the best technology in the world will fail if your people aren't on the same page. And way too often, they're not. The marketing team sees the security team as a roadblock, just the Department of No.
and the security team sees marketing as being careless and moving too fast. The result? Only about a third of these internal partnerships actually work. That's a massive vulnerability right there. So how do we fix that? Simple. We build bridges. We set up regular meetings so people are actually talking to each other. We do joint training exercises so the security folks understand marketing goals and marketers understand the risks. We create a shared playbook for when things go wrong. And my favorite, we create a security champions program to put security-savvy people right inside the marketing team.
Now, underneath all of this technical and organizational stuff, there has to be a solid foundation of ethics. It's not enough for your AI to be secure. It has to be used responsibly. That means following some core principles, making sure your AI actually helps customers, that it does no harm, that you can explain why the AI made the decision it did. That transparency, that's the real bedrock of customer trust.
All right, so as we start to land the plane here, what are the most important things you need to walk away with? What's your path forward? If you remember anything, remember these 4 things. 1. AI risk is a business problem, not just an IT problem. 2. Being proactive with your defense is always better than cleaning up a mess after the fact. 3. That partnership between marketing and security, it's completely non-negotiable. And 4. Using AI ethically isn't just a nice to have. It's the absolute foundation of trust with your customers. So I'll leave you with one final crucial question. Now that you see the whole picture, the incredible potential and the serious risks, what is the very first conversation you need to go have in your organization to start making your marketing AI secure?
And as you think about what that conversation looks like, it's a good moment for one last reminder. What you've seen here is an overview of the security impact of AI on a typical marketing department, put together by Virtualization Options LLC as a starting point. But since no department is ever really typical, they work with companies to build custom training that fits their unique situation.